Hello everyone, Canberra here, and welcome to another MTGArena video. I should say it right this time. So, this deck I'm going to show you is my Selesnya Enchant deck. It's a little bit not quite optimal, but I think it does quite well for what it's asked to do. So, effectively the idea is obviously it's naturally a Voltron deck where you build things on, say, and Champion, or Elicit of Life's Bounty. Of course, it builds around stuff like All That Glitters and Hydra's Growth. But there are a couple of things that I throw in there which I think are quite neat. So to start off, you've got Alseid, I think that's how you say it, Alseid of Life's Bounty. Obviously, you can sacrifice it to protect from cards, and it is a lifelink creature as well. So you can build it up and gain a lot of life very quickly, or you can sacrifice it to protect something else. Got 3 Sentinel's Eyes, it's got an escape cost, and it, +1/+1, it gives vigilance. All the glitters, which is pretty much a must in any enchant deck now. So enchant creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact or enchantment you control. So the more you have, the more you power you get. For pacifism, because it is an enchantment, and it is, I do really like this card. I showed off in the last Boris Nice Deck as a troll card. Here it actually is a lot of value because it boosts all the glitters, and it provides, it stops your opponent from being able to block your creatures. 3% Envoy, so obviously you put this down and all the aura spells you cost 1 less to cast. And if you want to make them uncounterable, so you can play Destiny Spinner. This is quite clever because you play it, it means that your creature and enchantment spells I control, they can't be countered when they're played. So it stops all of your enchantments from being countered, so you can just build your Voltron uninterrupted. And for a neat little thing, if you can't get any creatures on the board, so you for 4 mana, target land you control becomes an XX elemental creature with trample and haste until the end of the turn, where X is the number of enchantments you control. So if you built your Voltron, so say if you built to a point where you have 4 enchantments on a enchantment creature, you pay the cost of Destiny Spinner, and you immediately have a 5/5 elemental land, which I actually think is a really good effect because it gives you an extra attacker. 3 Stats and Training gives you the card draw, 3 Hydra's Growth, 3 Stats and Champions. So obviously you put one of them, Constellation, so you build her up and she gets stronger as well, and you get an infinite draw. Just an extra one I keep Siona Captain of the Pylais as well. So every time you put an enchantment creature on an enchantment attaching every time you equip an enchantment to a creature you control, you create a 1/1 soldier token. And when she enters the battlefield, you can look at the top 7 cards, select an aura from among them, put the rest, so you can pick what you want. 3 Mantle of the Wolf. So this can be quite useful as if you do end up losing the creature you build on, it replaces it with 2 wolf tokens, which you can build on the wolf tokens. But it also gets +4/+4, which is incredibly powerful. And then the thing that throws this deck interestingly is you have Calyx Destiny's Hand, the Planeswalker. So you can basically dig for any enchantments you want. You can exile creature or enchantment you don't control till target enchantment you control leaves the battlefield. So if you build up a large Voltron, effectively you can use Calyx's ability to exile something your opponent controls. It's great for getting rid of stuff like, I don't know, Doom Foretold. Good for getting rid of things like Glass Casket as well. You can just take them with Calyx. And then for -7, return all enchantment costs from graveyard to the battlefield. So if you do lose all your enchantments, use Calyx's +7, and you gain them all back again. As for land, you've got 10 Plains-10 Forests and 2 Temple of Plenty. Eventually, I want to cut these down to 8 and have 4 Boulder Loft and Branch Loft pathways. So I will be doing most of this in play queue. If this deck does very well in the play queue, I will end up bringing maybe 1 or 2 games in ranks, so we'll just see how we get along. So let's jump into the games.
Okay, first game with Selesnya Enchant deck. It's on the draw, but I actually think that's pretty good. So we'll just keep that. Hopefully I can get a nice build-up on that. Right. Okay, so we get another land at least. So it looks like Simic to be fair. I've played the goose, got the food. Interesting. So it's tapped so we can get an attack in. Right, so play this. Yeah, I can see the play here. Bop. Just don't play Pouncing Shore Shark next. Nope, that's fine. No, just plays another Great Horn. Okay. Build. Oh, and another Roller Glaze as well. So I'll hit you for a big old 7. Hopefully they don't play the... I've got enough life to cover that. That's a bop. Right, so let's play this. So I can sacrifice the Transcendent Envoy next turn. I have to take the big hit there. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I can see where this is going. Yeah, this is kind of awkward for a first start then. So now, obviously, I don't have a...
Things are about to get out of hand for you.
Oh, boy.
I hope things get out of hand.
You see, it was going so well until he drew the Archipelago. That's kind of annoying. I really needed fucking pacifism there. But I'm basically dead this turn. Might as well show him what I was planning to do. I think I'm at 7, 5, 30. So I'm not. No, I'd be dead. Yeah, to make it even more, you can just basically. That's annoying. Sucks that that's the first game, but that's one of the dangers with this deck is that it is quite. It's one of the other dangers with this deck. It can be quite slow, but there we go. It's what happens. On to the next game. Right, second game. I can take a risk and hope that I can draw some mana, but I can at least play Destiny Spinner. So I'm going to take that risk as a hand. There we go. Oh yeah, I hit rank 3 off camera. Plat 3 off camera, I should probably mention. So what's he going to play next? Another Demir Mill deck, because that's literally all that anyone plays anymore. Yep, you're going to Blood's Chief Thirst me. It's always the same goddamn shit. So next turn we'll play the Alicid, and then hopefully that'll help grow the Stetson champion as well. If it stays on the field long enough, I will say that. Could really use another white mana, but hopefully they won't get milled out. Yeah, I thought that was coming. Plays in Zareth San. Oh, hey, look at that. And they just scoop immediately because they can see what's coming. So yeah, that was a very, very lucky draw for that second game. But when it gets going, it's crazy. But it can sometimes be too slow, this deck. So yeah, but that was quite cool actually, being able to like get that kind of board control immediately. Okay, on to the next game. Okay, game 3. I can live with that. Honestly, I can live with that. I'm gonna try and get away with playing Temple of Plenty first turn. Hopefully we draw into more champions as it goes up, and I can sacrifice one Alcid to protect the other one. That's also pretty good. Don't need that. I've already got one. Build 2. Watcher of the Spears deck in 2021 Standard. Jesus. Right, see if we can... Yeah, we'll see if we can avoid... damn it. Ow. Right, I need to think how I'm going to play this, actually. So I've got that at least. There we go, just restored all the damage I just took. So what do you do now? Thought that might be the case. Thing is, I can gain the life back, you can't. So if I draw Stess and Training next, that'll just be absolute peak. Goodbye. Oh no, you can still... yeah. So now he's got to start leaving people back to block, otherwise he's going to have nothing. Oh, he's just going out on a lost hurrah then. Okay. Let's play Destiny Spinner just in case. The problem is if I cast Protection from white, this 2 Sentinel's Eyes goes away. But... no. And now I can play a blocker next turn. I'm quite content to just slowly grind this guy down. That's the thing. If he tries to hit me with anything like blue that returns the hand, I can just right. So we'll do that. Yep, and he scoops at that point because I've now got more tackles on the board, and he basically either gives up board and he loses. That was fair enough. That was quite funny. Yeah, so you see what happens when this gets going. So we'll play a couple more games, alright? So probably play about 2 more, so another 5-game match. Okay, that's a good hand. I can play Transcendent Envoy into a couple of other cards. If I can get another mana in, so I can play stuff like drop in Siona and stuff like that. And there we go, question answered. Alright, so we'll drop Transcendent Envoy. Cool. Go with the Forest. So I'm going to play Siona first. Wow, really? This is going to be fun. I think maybe it's a good thing I didn't play the... Yeah, it's maybe good that I didn't play any enchantments first, because I would have lost the enchantment off of that. Okay, but that's not going to save you. Sounds like it would be really useful next up. Now he's probably going to have some good removal spells, so if I play this first, should be okay. Boom. Because I can get some wolves out of it, basically. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to anticipate. Probably hit for 5, but then I can draw Hydra's Growth next turn. That Sentinel's Eyes would be super useful right about now. Jesus, this guy has scryed and dug through his deck a lot. He must know what half of his deck contains by now. Alright. So he's going to hit me for 5. Ow. Yeah, this game is over. Yeah, this deck gets pretty stupid sometimes. And that took like, what, 2-minute game? So yeah, it gets out of hand pretty quickly when you get the right draw and you can build it up. But sometimes it can just be too slow. But I mean, so far it's been doing quite well. I'll tell you what, we will do the last game in ranked. So even if we lose it, it'll be a fun thing to try. Okay, so this is the ranked game. That's actually a pretty good hand, so let's crack on with it. This is in ranked. With a Yorion deck, against a Yorion deck as well. Oh boy. If I can get Destiny Spinner at some point on the draw. So I could probably gonna put all the glitters on the. So if I put it on the envoy, it means I'm free to sacrifice the thing. I mean, if I get another land, I'm just gonna fucking place Test and Champion and call it that. So I'm gonna try and do. If I put it on the, or I can either choose to take the option where I get a lot of life, or one that I can keep my enchantments and my creatures protected using Alice's effect. Boom. So this is Esperion. Oh, brilliant. So Birth of Meletus. Right. So all I need to do is attack with Transcendent Envoy next turn, and I've won. If they play Shout the Sky, that's fine because I get a card draw. So I need to do 2 more. Oh, they used the Haggara's Mauling. Alright then. And you can only really block 1. So, there we go. Good game. So I took it into rank for the last game, and I won. Very, very nice. So yeah, that will be it for the games. So that was the Selesnya Enchant deck. It went better than I actually expected. But you can see that the strength is that it does snowball pretty quickly, especially when you can get multiple All That Glitters on a creature. But as you've seen from the first game, it can also be quite slow. So if it doesn't get going fast enough, you can find yourself very much outpaced in terms of value and board presence. The other major weakness with it that I hadn't mentioned previously is that there aren't many creatures in the deck. So if you do get all your early board removed, you may not be able to draw another creature for a while, and you get completely shafted. So that has been the essentials. I have one more deck I want to show you guys, which is some of the more standard of the 4 I've been using, which is an Is It Draw based deck. That'll be coming up some point this week. Obviously, I'm live on Twitch from 8 PM onwards, Tuesday through till Sunday. If you do like what you see, feel free to leave a like, and if you want to see more, you can always subscribe. Thank you for watching. Camembert out.